Welcome, class. Today we're going to be talking about dividing fractions. Now, what does dividing mean? Let's just remind ourselves what division means, what that word division means. So if we take this example here, 4 divided by 2 equals 2, what does that mean? Well, that means we're going to take these 4, well, I guess these are apples here. Let's take these 4 apples and divide them up between our 2 friends. So I'm going to give 1 to this friend, and I'm going to give 1 to this friend. So we're dividing them up equally. We're dividing them fairly, we could say, or in a fair way. Sharing evenly. All right, and now the answer in division is what one person gets. So we can say that 4 divided by 2 equals 2, because one person gets 2 apples or cherries or whatever these are. Well, we can say the same thing about dividing fractions. Let's take a look at some examples here and see what I mean. All right, 1/5 divided by 2. What is 1/5 divided by 2? Let's take a look. If I divide 1/5 by 2, I get 2 pieces. I can see that each of these pieces is 1/10. In fact, if I were to divide those up between my 2 friends up here, if I were to divide 1/5 by 2, I could give 1 to this fellow and 1 to this fellow. And I see that there are 2/10 here, but the answer is actually 1/10 because the answer is how much one person gets, right? Just describing it that way just to illustrate just exactly why this answer is what it is. I can say that 1/5 divided by 2 is 1/10. We can really see it pretty clearly here. 1/5 divided by 2 is 1/10. And I can say this another way as well. I can say that 1/10 times 2 equals 1/5. And I can see that right up here. 1/10 times 2 equals 1/5. Let's take a look at another example down here. 1/4 divided by 4. Let's divide this 4th up into 4 pieces. If I divide 1/4 by 4, I get 1/16. Again, if I'm dividing it up, say, to 4 people, if I have 4 people here, the answer is, what does one person get? Well, if I divide it up to these 4 people, if they each get 1/16, if they each get 1/16, the answer is, how much does one person get? One person gets 1/16. And I can say this another way as well, right? I can say that 1/16 times 4, so that's like putting them back together, 1/16 times 4 equals 1/4. See how it's equivalent to 1/4? That's right above it there. I can even take this 1/4 and drag it right on top, and we can see that it is exactly equal. All right, I've done a few examples. I would like you to try a couple examples on your own. So in your math notebook, label the top of your page dividing fractions. I'd like you to try this one on your own, 1/2 divided by 6. So we're going to follow that same pattern here. 1/2 divided by 6. Now, what is one of these pieces? What is the value of one of these pieces? If you divided this up to 6 people, what would one person get? That is the answer. So in your math book, go ahead and try to solve this problem just like I did in the last 2 examples. When you're done solving it, you can watch me solve it, and we'll see if it's making sense or maybe if you have any questions. Go ahead and pause if you need to and solve this on your own. All right. If you solve this problem on your own, go ahead and watch me solve it. So I see that 1/2 divided by 6 equals 1/12. Because if I divided this up into 6 pieces, if I gave one of these pieces to 6 different people, each person would get 1/12. I can flip that around and say 1/12 times 6, that's these 6 here, equals 1/2. I can even take this here and drag it on top, and I can see it is equivalent, it is equal. 6 of these 12ths is equivalent to 1/2. All right, let's try one more example before we're done for the day. 1/2 divided by what equals 1/6? This one's a little bit different. So, how many pieces have we chopped this up into to make 1/6? Go and try this one on your own. Pause if you need to, and resume the video when you're done to see how you did. All right, if you've solved this on your own, let's see how go ahead and watch how I've solved this. I see that 1/2 divided by 1, 2, 3, 3 pieces equals 1/6. Because 1/6 times 3 equals 1/2. See, these are kind of opposites, or a reciprocal, we could say. So go ahead and practice this on your own a little bit this week, and be sure to let us know if you have any questions, and good luck with your work.